Well, last but by certainly no means least, here is your final starting order for the Senior Road Tax Final for 2024, concluding the Belgian Max Challenge here at Karting Genk. Vic Stevens and Jaden Teen line up on the front row of the grid. Boluet and Lawrence Herbo's row 2. Sverre Ubben and Jort van Wijk, row 3. Ruben Verheyen, Miel Hendricks, Olivier Jonkers, Martin Geiskens round out the top 10. Ralph van der Pavert, Lotus Tveen, Matthias Schantz, Enes Demirkaya, Giorgio Markenstein, Mika van der Pavert, Sebastian Koch, Jack de Kock. Then we've got Dante Sima, Scott Westhovens, Lex Quintens, Rein van der Meer, Kevin Navis, and Kaz Tobben rounding out the starting order. So, looking back at the previous race, well, it was deemed that Mika van der Pavert was given a 10-second time penalty for a steward's decision. Well, which went to the stewards, causing a collision, putting the 386 down to 16th at this race. And then we also had 5 drivers, including Kevin Navis, Rein van der Meer, Lex Quintens, Scott Westhovens, and Miel Hendricks, all picking up a post-race penalty of 5 seconds for the front bumper being out of position. So at the moment, with the way things are as they start in this final, Jaden Teen is effectively 6 points behind Vic Stevens, which means Vic Stevens needs to win the race and Jaden Teen to finish 5th or lower. But it might not be the case because 5th will put it down to drop scores. Lights are out. We're underway. Let's get racing one more time here in seniors as the field makes its way down into turn numbers 1 and 2 for the last time. As Jaden Teen has to use the runoff area to avoid potential contact. Just behind him is Gott. I think one of the Downs Racing drivers is, we've had one off. That's on Marshall post 1. We've got 2 off at Marshall, off of Marshall post 1. One of which, Kaz Tobben, who's got going again. But who is the second driver? Lex Quintens, 389. Started 21st. So at the moment, it is Vic Stevens that leads the way. Jaden Teen in second, Boluet third, Sverre Ubben now up to 4th. That's 49 points for the 3-4-4. Lawrence Herbos drops down to 6. Ollie Jonkers, now I'm looking at title and ticket all at the same time. 9th place for Ollie Jonkers gives him 44 points. So at the minute, well, Vic Stevens has a comfortable lead at the moment. So we are whittling down the minutes as they happen, and coming up to the first 2 minutes completed. 2 laps in the books. And at the minute, it is currently Vic Stevens leading the way ahead of Jaden Teen. Boluet, new fastest lap by Lawrence Herbos. And the way things stand at the moment, Jaden Teen, if he hangs on to where he is now, he'll use one of the second place finishes as a drop score. He will finish 6 points ahead and become the champion. Vic Stevens, however, is in the pound seat. And what I mean by that is he is the one that is close to securing a ticket to Sarno. So 1 championship and 1 ticket to decide. 9 minutes and 20 to go, plus an additional lap. Good to see Franco van der Kruijs saying, go Jaden Teen. And Jaden will want to finish this off with a win. And there he goes, up the inside. Jaden Teen has made the move on lap number 4 at turn 2 to take the lead off of Vic Stevens. Well, how's about that for a little bit of a show? Nice work there, Jaden. Always impressed by this young man. Cool and calm as a cucumber when he takes the race helmet off, but also steely determination behind that race visor. So the field makes its way through turn number 11 once again. Jaden Teen continues to lead the way on the number 359 here at the home of champions. But it's, look at the train starting to flow. Sverre Ubben now up to P3. 50 points for him. Oh, well. At the moment, Lawrence Herbo's currently sitting 5th on the road. That is 48 points. Herbo's close to securing 3rd in the championship standings. Jaden Teen looks to his left-hand side. Steve, no! Who's got off and smacked the steel barriers? That was the 348 of Ruben Verheyen. Vic Stevens all of a sudden got swamped. So Stevens retook the lead off of Jaden Teen coming out. And who is that? Do not tell me. That is not Vic Stevens. Is that Vic Stevens off the circuit and out? I think that very well might. I'm not sure. Hang on a second. Let's find out. Oh, it is. Vic Stevens has just retired from the race. He got caught up in the crossfire. Verheyen smacked the steel wall on the outside of turn number 8. Thank God for the reinforced rear bumper. So Vic Stevens on the last race of the season. Where is this going to put him? Bolowet has also got caught out as a result of that carambolage. Oh my goodness, we've had more twists and turns than I don't know what in this race. So, the main point is, Jaden Teen is leading. Sverre Ubben now up to 2nd. So this is going to change the... So 21st position, that is 32 points. Well, that is still more than likely going to put, well, yeah, Vic Stevens, Bolowet and Ruben Verheyen out on the spot off of turn 8. I only saw the drama that started happening at turn 7, and then all of a sudden I saw Ruben Verheyen 90 degrees pointing to the right on the inside of the apex at turn 8. And there you see, yeah, carts are stricken. That's a real shame. So Vic Stevens will end up finishing runner-up. But Lawrence Herbo's now is running. I mean, even with Lawrence Herbo's drop score, it's not going to be enough. Vic Stevens will wrap up 2nd in the championship. What about Ollie Yonkers? Ollie Yonkers now 9th, 44 points still. Sverre Ubben, that is not going to put him in reach of the podium. So Lawrence Herbo's has got 2 other drivers in front of him. I mean, if he can pick up another 5 points, great. But it's only going to put him 20 behind Vic Stevens. And even with that race being ended at so abruptly, when it's the final race of a championship season, it's very, very difficult. Oh, right. I just spotted Martin Gaisken's right side of the rear bumper. Now, is that scraping on the ground? It is angled in. It's angled wrong. It is loose. Martin Gate. Yeah, that is Martin Gaskins' right side of the rear bumper is scraping on the ground. It is loose from the bodywork. It's loose from the chassis. So I'm wondering if that has happened as a result of what dramas might have just transpired. Not 100% sure, or it could have been something else completely different. And, well, there you go. Race director Martin Liner and the marshals have picked it up. Martin Gaskins is going to have to park that thing. That's a real shame for the 321. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, the bolts on the right-hand side are gone. They are broken. And, well, Mika van der Pavet's going to pick up the pieces. And now Gaskins will realise... okay. That's my race done, isn't it? That's a real shame to end the season on that particular way. But it is what it is. You can't say any more than that. But Jaden Teen is actually having a nice little fight at the front because he's got Sverre Ubben behind him, then Lawrence Herbos, who is now in third. Miel Hendricks, good work there. Now up to fourth in the meantime. So we're heading into the final 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And there is Martin Gaskins. He's going to have to park that now because you've got 3 laps before you get black flagged. And there you go. In goes the 321. Oh, and just wallops one of the speed bumps going in, and it just literally yanks the rear bumper away from the chassis. Oh, but there has been a change. Jaden Teen not leading anymore, but he knows at the minute, with the way things stand, he does not need to win this race, but he will want to. Believe you me, I've known that man for the first time I knew about him was back in 2019, and I've seen this young man develop into an absolutely wonderful driver. Great character off track, family's fantastic. And he's very, very deserving of all the accolades he's got so far. Bearing in mind, he hasn't had the best luck in all the championships he's competed in. But when he's needed to be there at the right place, right time, he has made it count. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. So at the moment, it's actually Sverre Ubben that leads. Oh, so now down to 19 runners and riders. Jaden Teen makes his way back up into second place. Puts him on 379 points provisionally. Sverre Ubben, person who's had a lot of allegiance with GKS over the years, continues to do so. And will want to win for the home team on their home turf, no less. Of course, GKS Lemons Power. We also have the Genk Kart Shop, which is the main distributor for the locality reference Rotax engines. Miel Hendricks gets passed by Lawrence Herbos. So Herbos back up into P3. There's Jaden Teen, dives up the inside. Oh, that's what I love to see from Jaden Teen. Just full on. Lick the stamp and send it, and he went through at turn 6 on Sverre Ubben like he was standing still. Fantastic stuff. But the timer is fast running out. We are on lap number 13, 10 seconds to go. I think we might be on our final lap momentarily. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last lap of the race and last lap of the season for the Rotax Belgian Max Challenge. Jaden Teen 1 lap away from securing 1 title and also putting himself in good motivational stead for next week's B&L Karting Series finale, which will be taking place here next week on Saturday and Sunday. It will be live streamed as well. as Sverre Ubben trying to hold on for second ahead of Lawrence Herboz with Miel Hendricks in fourth, not too far behind. Meantime, handful of corners remain. Jaden Teen started his winning spree back at this circuit earlier on this year, and what's more, he's going to come out of the final corner, and Jaden Teen takes the win, and with it, the Belgian Max Challenge title for 2024. Now he celebrates, now it sinks in. Sverre Ubben takes second ahead of Lawrence Herboz, with Miel Hendricks so close, but so far away from the podium in the final. Hendricks picks up the fastest lap of the race in the process. Jort van Wijk finishes fifth ahead of Sebastian Koch, who made up 11 places from 17th on the grid to finish sixth, ahead of Ollie Jonkers. Lotus Tween, Enes Dimerkaya, and Ralph van der Pavert ran out the top 10. Ralph's younger brother Mika takes 11th ahead of Giorgio Markenstein, Matthias Schantz, Scott Westhovens, Kevin Navis, Dante Sima, Jack de Kock, Rein van der Meer, and Kaz Tobin rounding out the 19 finishes after 14 laps, with Gaiskens out with the loose rear bumper on lap 9. Vic Stevens, Boluet, and Ruben Verheyen out on lap 4 off of turn 7. And Lex Quinton's out very early indeed. But Jaden Teen provisionally becomes your 2024 Belgian Max Challenge Senior Max Champion.